Hi,
Hi.
everybody.
Hi, everyone.
I am Miss Lab,
And I'm Miss Lucine,
and we are your
first
first
grade
grade
teachers.
teachers.
So, we're going to go over a slideshow that we worked on together to go over some basic information about the school year, and then we will be doing individual parent meetings to go over any questions you might have about this stuff and just more specific things. So, what we're going to talk about in this screencastify is a little bit about who we are, what a school day is going to look like over distance learning, talk about some classroom and online expectations, how you can contact us when our office hours are. We're going to talk about those family meeting signups that will be through Parent Square, and just talking about the school website, dmdolphinsonline.com.
All right, let's get started with me. Oh, so teacher introductions. So I'm Miss Lab. Some of you might recognize me, but for some of you, I'm a new person in your life. So I'm really excited to get to know you. What's to say about me? I'm a mom. I have a daughter who's 20, seems like a million, but she's 22 years old. I'm a sister. I have two sisters and a brother. And I'm a friend and confidant to many people. A confidant is someone who you can tell them a lot of stuff and they'll help you. And I am a first grade inclusion teacher. And that means I include everyone in my class. And I'm a reader and a writer and a mathematician, just like you. I'm a scientist, just like you. And I have discovered once again in my old age that I'm a Scrabble fan.
So fun. Hi, everyone. So I'm Miss Lucine, and I, like Miss Lab, also teach first grade as an inclusion teacher. I also have some kiddos in second grade, in kindergarten, and even in TK with other teachers. So a little bit about me is that I really love cats. So there's a picture of a cat there. And I love camping and just being outside. And I have a Peloton. I love riding my stationary bike. It's super fun. And this is my 5th year teaching. And I've taught in a lot of different places, but I really love Del Mar. It's an awesome school. And we're both really excited to be your teachers this year, whether it's the second time you've had us or the first time.
All right, so what is school day going to look like? I mean, this is crazy, right? Well, it's going to be different than it was in the spring when we did online learning. And it's going to be different because it's going to be more like regular school. A lot more time with teachers, and it's going to be a lot more fun. So every day, 9 o'clock, you're going to be on with us. And we are going to be doing some teaching, some number corner kinds of things, and telling you about the day and all sorts of things like that. And then at some point every day in the morning, you will get a 30-minute break. Wait, do we know now? 10:45 is when?
10:45, yeah.
Okay, so I think your break is going to be from 10:15 to 10:45. 99% sure. Your lunchtime is going to be from 12:15 to 1 o'clock. And then we'll have a specific schedule coming soon. Week 1, it's just going to be a tiny little bit in the morning with us. And then you're going to have fun activities to do. Week 1 is kind of more like last year. Week 2, you're going to be with us all morning. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. So you'll be on Zoom, and then maybe I'll have you doing something next to your computer, but your computer will still be on. So, and then the following week we'll be on even more than that. So, what else? You always want to make sure that you're staying on Zoom until noon. So don't log off and log on and log off and log on, because you don't need to. We're going to hang out together. Your day is going to be about a third of live Zoom a third of online videos that we have some guest teachers. One of them looks remarkably like me, the math teacher. It's so weird. She even has my name. I can't quite figure it out.
Crazy.
I know. Things that happen on this planet. Wow. And then a third will be about you doing some independent things with your families and such. And after lunch every day, we will be doing small groups and you'll be invited. So you might not, it's not like you're going to be online every afternoon, but you will get invitations and everybody will get invitations to different small groups to help you with whatever you need to be spicing up. Yeah. All right. Next. Did I forget anything?
I don't think so. Other than make sure you have a charger.
Oh, yes.
Have a charger nearby.
Yes.
Because if you're on Zoom for a really long time, then you want to make sure that your technology isn't dying on you. That's not fun.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so a little bit about some classroom expectations. Sorry, Ms. Lab. Thank you. So kind of like when we go to school in person, we want to make sure that when we show up for our Zoom meetings that we are on time and that we're dressed and that we've eaten breakfast and that we're ready to go with what we need for the day. So really trying not to have our friends eating breakfast and things like that while we're learning, because we wouldn't do that during circle time or on the carpet. And that we're also going to be taking attendance every day. So that's something that's a little bit different, I think, than what we did last year. And recording if our friends are late or if they're absent that day. And then we'll be asking you to check Seesaw every day and completing assignments. And like Miss Lab said, we're asking for everyone to log on by 9 a.m. every day and then staying on Zoom without logging off until 12:15 every day. So I don't think there's a
cool. No, I just found out though that Seesaw isn't going to be available until week after next. So don't worry about Seesaw next week. It'll just be the regular DM Dolphins online website that'll tell you all the things to do. Okay, Zoom expectations. So whenever we come to a new school year, we talk a lot about what are our expectations in the classroom? What do we do with our bodies? How do we move? How do we do things? So we have some expectations for when we are in Zoom meetings. Being on time is very important. Muting your mic can be very important, but there will also be times that I'll call on you. So you'll have to learn, we'll be learning how to unmute. Do your best. That's always an expectation. Finding a quiet spot to do your work in. Coming to class prepared. So I might ask you to bring something one day. I might say you need to come and bring a piece of fruit, or you might need to, who knows what it'll be. Keeping your video on so we can see you. We don't just want to see your name. And we want you to participate. So that means if I ask a question, you can raise your hand. You know how to do that. Stay focused. I know that when we're on the computer and our toys are over there and we're looking and our friends, are making faces and we're laughing. But what we need to do is stay really focused. And then, of course, like I said, raise your hand. We will continue to talk about that over time. So it's parents, we just want to make sure that that we're going to be having more expectations and raising the bar.
Mm-hmm. So Miss Lab and I both put our personal cell phone numbers here, as well as indicated when we're going to have office hours, which is a little bit different than what we had last year. So office hours are going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 2:30 to 3:25. And I think that we might go into more detail about those things when we do the individual parent meetings about what those things could look like. And then Wednesday from 8:15 to 9 in the morning. And then I think it's also in the afternoon, like 1 to 2, like every other Wednesday or something like that.
Oh, okay. I think I'm going to keep mine at the same time.
Okay.
Every week, though.
So I guess the point we want to make is that we will have times that we're available to support the class, and you have our phone numbers to call or text as needed. Also, emailing, of course, but the purpose of those times is, again, to help and support distance learning or needs that you might have during that time.
All right, so we're coming to the end of our presentation, but I do want to explain one thing for those of you who didn't know. You might be looking at Miss Lazine and I and thinking that we are breaking a rule, right? We're breaking the social distancing rule. Well, here's the story. I live in this house, and I lived in this house all by myself. And I was a little bit lonely. And I told that to Miss Lazine, and she said, I'm actually looking for a bedroom in Morro Bay. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm looking for somebody to live in a bedroom in my house. So she came about a year ago to live in this house. So we're like family. That's why we're together, and that's why we're not on separate screens at this time. So just so that you understand that we know the rules and we're following them to keep ourselves safe.
Good point, Miss Lab.
So groovy. Okay, so what are you supposed to do now? Well, you're supposed to go to Parent Square and sign up for a parent meeting. So just like as if you were signing up for conferences, some of you have done that before. It's pretty easy, but let us know if it's difficult and we will guide you through. But I think everybody has rocked it in the past. And then go to DM Dolphins Online on Monday morning for the Zoom link and the first week of school schedule. So that's Monday morning. But then what do you want to really do right now? This third one's the most important. Find a place. Find that place and set it up together. Set up a quiet work spot at home that's special for your school. And maybe it's a multi-use area. Maybe it's the kitchen table. But when it becomes your school area, maybe you put a special cloth over it, or you have certain things nearby that help you to get your schoolwork done. The other thing I wanted to mention is when you do that quiet work spot, kids' feet tend to kind of hang from the chair. And last year we had a brilliant parent, I think it was August's parents, who put a milk crate down under the chair, like where the kid's foot would be, so that his child would have a place to put his feet. So if you can get a footstool or a bunch of books or whatever you can find, a couple pieces of wood, so that your child has a place to rest their feet. It's like when we stand, if our feet aren't comfortable, the rest of our body isn't. So you'd think it would be the part that touches the chair that's the most important, but our feet are just as important in how we sit. So we really encourage you to think about the chair and how it fits and getting a pillow behind their back or whatever they need for that. And of course, you might set up the things so that your child can stand sometimes. That's also a great thing to do. So, all right, what else do we have? I think that's our last slide.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
That's it.
Our family meetings will be on Zoom. And come with your questions and your ideas, and just know that we are super excited for this year. It's going to be different, but we're going to rock it. We can do this. We got this. We've been working really hard to get ready for it, and it's going to be better than ever. So, okay.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.